Check yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Have any questions? Touch gloves, good luck. Let's go, touch gloves.
Get closer to Lewis right from the get-go.
Now he's beat him to the jab. Holyfield is...
And Lewis fires a rare left hook.
Evander want to really land that left jab. You don't want him backing away, not weaving. He's going to one side, and he stays there.
Evander trying to project more sheer energy than was the case in New York.
You don't want to keep this fight at long reach. You know, he was able to get in one good left jab, and that gives him confidence.
Don Turner is yelling at Evander from his corner. He doesn't want to fight.
He jabbed Lennox Lewis right in the chest.
Off the round one results.
Got to keep his reluctancy that he had in the original bout. He wasn't overconfident. He just used his jab.
Start round number 2. And you see Holyfield listening to Don Turner's instruction.
To make the big man back up. If you miss him, he'll at least back up.
Or is he going to get?
Cuts to Lennox Lewis, elbows, uppercuts to his chest. Right down the middle with that right hand.
Lewis double jab.
With his left jab.
You, if you're Holyfield, you mean?
Yeah, if you're Holyfield, you don't want him to get confidence with that left jab by hitting him in the body a time or 2.
3 times in this round.
Evander throws the overhand right. He has to make contact with the left hand first. The Everlast glove suits him better.
In his great rematch performances in the past.
Now Lewis got Holyfield. Holyfield has the advantage. He can throw his jab now.
From him.
And now, just as was the case in New York, Lewis able to stick the jab in Holyfield's face repeatedly. Momentarily, Halpern separates them. Lewis walks out of the corner. Lewis lands a little left hook and try to do some work.
And don't allow this guy to get the distance again.
Meaning he wasn't loading up for big punches, and that doesn't give him time to reply as he would like.
I like a lot of what he's done. He's invested in the body, even jab to the chest.
When you fought Holyfield, did you feel like he had effective head movement against your jab, George?
That's why I named all my boys George, so I wouldn't have to remember anything.
Hard right hand by Holyfield. Cleanest punch of the bout so far.
Lewis is bending down.
And Holyfield landed the left hook.
Bending down.
In the middle of the round, Holyfield lands a long right hand, no power on it because Lewis was backing up. But later on in the round, he did land a cleaner punch.
Landed more. Go inside in this round. That's Evander Holyfield. So Turner, what he saw in round number 3. Another big right hand for Holyfield as Lewis misses with a left.
You want to keep this fight at a distance. You don't fight to him. I wouldn't do that at this point.
Oh, it's a man's sport, George. Let them go in and bust each other a little bit.
The contact of equal range with him in height.
When Riddick Bowe, a taller man, leaned forward and agreed to exchange with Holyfield, Holyfield got chances to look good, popping the jab in Holyfield's face. Lewis holding his left hand below his waist, inviting Holyfield the opportunity alone for the moment.
2 minutes and 15 seconds into it. He's landed maybe 15 or 17 jabs.
Kind of slid past Evander's ear, though.
Yep. You know what? Good left hook.
And Holyfield grinning as Lewis lands a big right hand. And Halpern telling Holyfield to watch his head as Lewis goes under and then over with the right hand and almost throws Holyfield over the top rope. The blood does start to trickle outside his right eye as he goes back to the uppercut and busts Holyfield again. Lewis thinks he's got Holyfield going.
Lewis better get his hands up. Holyfield is doing a good job. Whenever he's close, he throws something.
Absolutely. He thinks he's got Holyfield going with his big right hand connects.
Good thing about this, I didn't mention, Lewis has his cup a little lower.
Big difference in the position of the protective cup. Lennox going to work with the uppercut again.
The shield of not how. You cannot be allowed to be hit in the chest as a heavyweight. And so many young fighters don't even understand that, so they allow guys to do it.
And now Holyfield goes upstairs with the jab.
Now he doesn't have no idea how to get back and get this thing in control. Here's for the taking. He had no idea he would have to fight for this title. He should have knocked him out, and he forgot about Good strategy going. One left hook to the chin, this could be over. In the chest, things he didn't do last time.
Break, go.
Lewis played around and turned this thing into a fight. He didn't need to be in the fight.
And there's what Lennox Lewis was talking about, I guess, when he said right now, uppercut lands with thunder. Quickly, Harold Letterman, how you got it through 6?
The Holyfield is 6 round because he was busier. There's no question. Lennox didn't punch, but he's punched in this round.
Throws Holyfield off and lands the uppercut again. Waiting on that uppercut now. Buster Douglas got himself knocked out against Evander Holyfield, trying to land an uppercut from distance.
Lewis should be jabbing and making the fight.
They both land uppercuts there. Holyfield with the right hand and Lewis with his own right hand. Now Lewis smiles as Holyfield comes in. Holyfield thinks he's got a target. It was a big one. Lewis has decided that the uppercut is his bread and butter. And that's what
body shot hurt. That body shot hurt. Body shot, and it hurt Lewis.
Hard left hook by Holyfield. Lewis stunned again. Lewis stands in. Holyfield fires back with the left hook.
But here comes Lewis now.
Lewis rallying again. Combinations. Hard right hand by Holyfield. Lewis to the body. His own right hand lands flush. They trade shots at close range. Round 7, the best round. These two fighters have fought against each other in 2 fights.
Early in the round, that left hook. Later in the round, once again.
CompuBox numbers in round 7 virtually even. Letterman, as you saw, gave the round to Holyfield. Holyfield much more engaged, looking much more confident. Than Lewis obviously much more conscious of wanting to knock his man out tonight.
Holyfield now, all he has to do is play off of that counter punch.
Every landed punch but one in round 7 was a power shot.
The body by Holyfield again. Left hook upstairs now.
Another left hook and Lewis backs up and ducks. Fires a right hand back.
Leaning forward now. He is into trouble. If only Holyfield could just muster up a little energy. Lewis has that. He's going to fight.
And it looks from time to time that Lewis is a tired fighter. When he went 10 rounds fighting this style against Mercer in Madison Square Garden.
And the bringing of that cuff. Get down low.
So it's a much more even fight. But despite everything we're saying, Lewis has landed some shots in this round and may in fact be winning the round.
He's got his hands low. Holyfield couldn't miss if he just jumped in a Floyd Patterson left hook.
Which he did right there.
Jump in.
Their heads come together again and Lewis produces some good infighting as he drives Evander back to the ropes. Has never lost a heavyweight title fight. Lennox Lewis has never knocked an opponent out past the 8th round. Holyfield has, and he goes for one here. Try to set up a right hand with the jab.
Should jab. Don't wait to get in distance. Holyfield.
Madison Square Garden in a very similar fight.
Good left hook to the body by Evander Holyfield.
The Englishman showed courage and heart in the 10th round to win the fight.
Lewis jabs is a different fight, but when he stands there and wait for a big punch.
Left hook to the body by Lewis. You don't see that very often.
Evander's been in with a lot of giants, and he's never backed down from a 1.
Well, Evander Holyfield won't back down from anybody. Uppercut lands for Lewis. Holyfield misses the left hook. Multiple punches for Lewis. Holyfield not throwing back. Fires the right and drives Lewis into the ropes. Lennox goes back to the body and the uppercut. Power shots. Now Holyfield's going to try to flurry again to convince the judges he's won the round.
Knows what to do and when to do it.
When should jab. When he doesn't have the gumption or the courage.
When he protects himself, he puts his ear, so that's why he's able to get caught with uppercuts straight up the middle.
Look at a fighter's physical appearance, especially in close rounds. Evander looks like he's fresh, and in certain rounds, Lennox looks like he's dying.
Look weary, and that's where it counts.
Well, that's an exercise of will. Guard, I'll bet you anything. there's at least one judge at ringside who has Holyfield ahead in the fight.
He should try to create as much of this as he can.
But he just landed another big right uppercut.
That's why he shouldn't do it.
Straight right hand lands for Lewis. Evander not throwing right now. Lewis with 2 body shots. Still has the energy to fire the 2 body shots and block the left hand.
That's the good thing about training. He just goes to his left, nothing.
Left hook lands for Lewis.
Landed.
Evander Holyfield didn't throw many punches. 6 minutes to go. It'll be the 11th time in Holyfield's career.
He's got bounce on his feet at this point.
Yeah, what a fighter this guy is.
Straight left for Holyfield. Lewis landed a right hand earlier.
They had a big punch. He needs to, because he's a small heavyweight, he's just a remarkable guy.
Then he showed in a seemingly weary round 10.
Ooh, good body shots by Lewis. Getting in there, that's when things turn around. A pitcher, and he just stands there and does whatever he wants.
Ooh, hard left hook by Holyfield. A couple of rounds ago, telling Lennox Lewis the fight is close. Holyfield misses his left.
Everything to rest and win this round.
Ooh. Combination by Lewis. Holyfield lands a big right hand in return. Kind of effort the 2 fighters are putting forth. But still, Lewis throws more and lands more in almost every round. Has never begun bleeding again. Lewis jabbing and bouncing now. Unified British heavyweight champion, 97. Closer than that, just a guess.
Evander's got to pull it out. He just can't sit there and box this round. He's got to fight.
Holyfield trying to put the pressure on. Uppercut lands for Evander. Evander with a lot of energy here in the 12th. Lennox seeming to try to load 1 big shot. Uppercut lands for Lewis. Lewis trying to measure him in for an uppercut.
Lewis has got to fight.
Right hand lands for Lewis. We're going to find out in 5 more seconds of fighting. They fought a lot better fight this time, and the fans appreciate it.
All 3 in favor of the winner and the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox